Namaste.
Namaste, Kumarji.
Namaste, Kumarji.
Namaste, Uma.
Happy Pongal.
Thank you. Thank you. I wish you all a very happy Makara Sankranti.
Hello. Namaste, Kumar. Namaste,
Namaste.
everyone. Namaste.
Namaste.
Happy Sankranti to you all.
Okay, thank you.
you.
And I wish you the same.
Thank you.
I know you are speaking with a stomach full of Sakara Pongal. We have not eaten anything yet.
Not stomach full. All those days are gone.
At least you saw the Sakara Pongal. At least you have seen the
Yeah.
Sakara Pongal. We have not yet seen it.
Any opportunity to see today? No.
Only the Grihinis have to answer that question. Unfortunately, we don't have that skill. We are skillless, clueless people. Clueless men. Skillless, clueless. Okay, let's start with 3 ohms.
Namaste, Kumar.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste,
Akka.
Meena. Namaste.
Namaste, Akka.
Meera.
Namaste.
Let's start with 3 ohms as usual. And remember the sankalpa before each ohm. Please take a deep breath. Namaste, good morning, Namo Namaha, depending on where you are. Makara Sankranti Ustavasya Subhashayaha. Happy Makara Pongal greetings. So, since it is Makara Pongal, what is the significance of today? Not my old students, new students. Yes,
Pray
Uma.
to Sun God. Pray to Sun God and thank for the harvest or
Harvest. Okay, that is
for
one. What is that? Is one. That is one external feature that we see. There
okay.
is something
Sun-
more significant.
Sun moves from Dakshinayam to Uttarayanam.
Does it move? Does the sun
No,
move?
that's a direction changes.
That's what I'm saying. Does the sun change its direction?
No.
Oh.
Sun is not moving.
No, it is moving.
Earth direction.
Earth is
is
rotating.
moving. Yeah.
Earth is rotating every day. So what is the significance? Earth is rotating every day, right? 24 hours it is rotating. So then what is that is special? Come on, people. You always have to think. When you come to this class, you have to think.
Hmm.
Sun is entering into the Makara and sun is moving in the northern direction.
I expect a better answer from an old student who has been with me for 10 years. But what my sister, my elder Lakshmi Akka said was correct. There is this Uttarayana and Dakshinayana, right? And today is the start of the Uttarayana as per the Hindu Panchanga, which is incorrect. Please understand this. Please understand this very clearly. It is incorrect. The Uttarayana started on December 21st. Did you
The
know that?
sun moving northern, yeah, it's oscillation moving to northern side.
No,
Sun
it does not
movement
oscillate.
starts.
The sun does not move.
The earth.
That's
The
where I got
earth
my elder sister.
Oh, the earth rotation you're talking about. Okay, earth rotates southwards. Then.
What do you mean? It rotates southwards.
The tilting
Tilt.
up and down, the tilt is moving down now.
Okay, I don't think everybody else got it, but I know what you're trying to say. So, so that's why it is called the apparent motion of the sun. It is not called the motion of the sun. It is called the apparent motion of the sun from north to south. Starts today. Apparent motion. Why are we saying apparent motion? If you look at your science book of 7th grade or 8th grade, when you studied, you all studied Uttarayana, Dakshinayana in school. Don't tell me no, because I also studied in school. Meena, you cannot tell me because you took my science book. So it will always say the apparent movement of the sun. Whereas for the daily motion, forget about it. It will only say the apparent motion of the sun. It never says the motion of the sun from north to south. Akka, do you understand this?
No. What is the apparent motion? Movement.
That's what I'm saying. So it will never say the motion of the sun from north to south is called Uttarayana, and the motion of the sun from south to north is called from south to north. The motion of the sun from south to north is called the Uttarayana. Today it is starting from the south and it is beginning to move towards the north. Apparent movement. Again in June, it will start moving from north to the south. That is Dakshinayana. Start of Dakshinayana is on June 21st. So when we say apparent motion, it means for our eyes, it looks as if the sun is moving. But the sun is not moving. North and south, it is not moving. It is in one place only. That is what you studied in the solar system, right? Sun is at the center, and all these other heavenly objects are going around in various orbits. Some of them circular, elliptical mostly, right? Then how the heck would the sun move? Shouldn't you ask that question to yourself? Just because somebody says Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, will the sun start suddenly moving? Akka?
Yes.
So to our eyes, it looks as if it is moving, but it is not moving. To our eyes, it looks as if this body is all that we have, but this is not true. This is only an apparent vehicle into which we have taken, we have come into this world again and again in different bodies. We have come, but we don't have that knowledge. So we think this is the only birth for us. This is the only body for us. And we don't even want to accept karma, because only karma causes rebirth. So apparently we think that this body is all all about the human being. But there is a very small factor, right? The software that is
Yes.
inside is the bigger factor. Correct?
Mm. Yes.
So the body is an apparent body. It'll go, it can go anytime. But the software always remains. It is almost eternal, the software, until you dissipate all that through tapas, through meditation, through dhyana, through understanding. Correct? We have studied all
Yes.
this in the last 3 chapters.
Mm.
Yes, Akka?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this apparent motion, I'm not going to talk about why the sun has apparent motion. This is for you to find out. So I wanted to point out today that it is an apparent motion. The sun is not moving from north to south. No. Because for solar system, it is at the center. And all the planets move around it, go around it. The sun never moves. Correct?
Mm.
Yes.
But if you are in the house, you can literally see the motion of the sun from south to north or north to south. You can see
Yeah.
that,
Yes.
right? After a couple of weeks, if you see, you can see that sun has moved a little bit because the way the sun rays come into the house is different,
Mm.
right? So
Yes.
you have to figure it out. Why the heck that is happening? So assignment number, what, 13 or 14? I don't remember. I will put it. Okay. So we have started with a very tough question. So let's not
Yes.
just moving into various zodiac signs and things like that. You will understand once you understand this.
So is it the axis of the earth you're talking about that tilts towards the sun? I'm not understanding it. Because-
Yes. That,
Okay,
yeah. I mean, what I'm talking about is the tilt of the axis is correct, but
Okay.
but then you have to come back and say, what is the tilt? How is the tilt responsible for this apparent north-south or south-north movement of the sun? There is a tilt, yes. The
Well,
axis of the
during-
earth is not vertical. There is a 7.5 degrees
I
tilt?
don't remember the degree, but
Yeah,
but
something like
it's-
that. So
but-
go back and then come back with how the tilt makes the sun look moving to the north and south.
it's because when
Yeah.
it revolves around the sun, at one point the tilt is toward the sun, and at
Mhm.
one point the tilt is away from the sun.
Yes, correct. Yes. So if you go and Google, there are excellent videos. There are excellent videos. Go and look at it. And then you'll understand. And then it will show how the sun is, why you feel that it is moving from south to north or from north to south. The tilt is also responsible for the seasons. If there were no tilt, we wouldn't have seasons. If the Earth axis was vertical and not inclined, we will not have seasons at all. What we call as the Ritu, right? Those won't be there. Okay. We spent enough time on this. Is Kranti here?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Kranti, take it away. It's all yours.
I'll chant 4th chapter 1 to 10, which I did
That is fine.
yesterday.
That is
Okay.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचां मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि आबाहुपुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणं सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम् श्रीमते अनन्ताय नागराजाय नमो नमः। अथ कैवल्यपादः जन्म ओषधि मन्त्र तपः समाधिजाः सिद्धयः जात्यन्तरपरिणामः प्रकृत्या पुरात् निमित्तमाप्रयोजकं प्रकृतीनां वर्णभेदस्तु ततः क्षेत्रीकवत् निर्माणचित्तानि अस्मितामात्रात् प्रवृत्तिभेदे प्रयोजकं चित्तमेकमनेकेषां तत्र ध्यानजम् अनाशयम् कर्मा शुक्ला कृष्णं योगिनः त्रिविधमितरेषां ततः तद्विपाकानुगुणानमेव अभिव्यक्तिः वासनानां जाति देश काल व्यवहितानामपि आनन्तर्यं स्मृतिसंस्कारयोः एकरूपत्वात् तासाम् अनादित्वं चाशिषो नित्यत्वात्.
Thank you, Kranti. Thank you. So last week we started on this new chapter. We share the screen. So we saw that the first question itself, the first couple of two, three sutras is answering some of the questions about our birth. And he's saying the siddhis that come to us is because of the following reasons. One or many of the reasons. That is, one is because of the janma that you are taken by birth. By birth, it is decided what kind of siddhis you should get. So you get that. Or it could be from aushadhi. Aushadhi means medicine, drugs. So psychedelic drugs. And the third we saw it was through mantra, vibrations, like chakra dhyana and so many other mantras that we know. And then through tapas, meditation, dhyana. Then samadhi. And in samadhi, that through the divine connectivity, you get the you can attain kaivalya. So these are the ways by which you get siddhis. But while you're getting to the samadhi state, many of these things can happen to you. Many of the siddhis can come to you. So all these are reasons, ajanma, aushadhi, mantra, tapaha, samadhi are all reason for you to get the siddhis. And then we also saw that the circumstantial differences are the result of prakriti. So what we are talking about prakriti, when we are talking about prakriti, we are saying prakriti is the first energy that is created from Ishvara, right? That is the first one that is created. That is the first program, or that is the first chitta that is created. Correct? Prakriti is the first chitta that is created from Satya Purusha. Sattva Purusha, sorry. So, and Prakriti acts without any kind of bias, as if it is just an incidental factor, just like a kshetrik, just like a farmer. Just like a farmer opens the embankment of the canal to let the water flow into the paddy field. And what is the purpose? The farmer does not think, oh, this particular seed should germinate well than the other seed. It's not like that. He just opens it so that all the seeds will germinate and be useful, right, to humanity. So that is how Prakriti also does her job in launching the various chittas. So then we come to the point where we are saying Prakriti is created because of the I sense of who? Of the Sattva Purusha, of the Asmita of Sattva Purusha. So Sattva Purusha has to drop a notch and has to come into the state of Asmita and launch this Prakriti and then go back. That is why we said that Asmita is considered a klesha. To experience also, Sattva Purusha has to come down a notch. That is why Asmita is a klesha. So we are talking about the Asmita of Sattva Purusha. The experience, the I experience of Sattva Purusha is what made Sattva Purusha create and launch the Prakriti. So when Prakriti is launched, that program when it is launched with all that we have, meaning it is launched with that klesha, right? It's launched with the 5 kleshas. What are the 5 kleshas? Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, and Abhinivesha. So and this one chitta then creates many chittas. Why does it create many chittas? Why does Prakriti create many chittas?
Because it's required as per the
It is required for the cosmic flow of things.
cosmic.
So when Prakriti launches these chittas, each chitta has a different type of vrittis, right? That which is needed for the cosmic flow is also there, right? But there are no karmas. There are no karmas at this stage. When it is launching for the first time, when first time the soul is launched, there are no karmas in that soul. Only klesha and vrittis are there. With me? With me, people? You
Yes.
understand?
Yes, yes.
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 And then what happens? Because of the klesha, we react and acquire karma. Because of the karma, we are reborn. And when we are reborn, we acquire more karma. So on the cycle goes on and on and on and on. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we are saying in 4, 5, and 6. This is what we are saying. That one chitta, which was launched by Sattva Purusha, for the sake of cosmic flow of things, launches many chittas as and when required, without any kind of bias, just like a farmer. Okay? Right? So,
Yes.
Yes.
right. So that then we stopped at, I think, sutra number 6. Tatra dhyanajam anashayam. Anashayam. So what we say here is, say, as the souls are deployed, as the chittas are deployed, it is deployed with the avidya and all the vrittis. The 5 different types of vrittis are all already there. So any chitta that is launched is going to have this conflicts in the mind because of the chittas, right? It is going to act, it is going to react, and things like that, right? So if we want to stop this mind going here and there, all these things that are happening in the mind, then you have to enter into the state of dhyana. That's what it is saying. Jam, dhyana jam. Jam means birth. If you want to stop the birth of all these cross currents of the mind, then what you should do? Then you should get into dhyana. Okay, that's where we stopped. So we'll move on to sutra number 7. Any questions up to here before I move on to sutra number 7? Tatra dhyanajam anashayam. So anashayam means without stored impressions. What are the stored impressions? The stored impressions are all these vrittis and things like that, right? Free from karmic vehicles. Without deposits of past influences. Without latency. Latency means without anything any of these hidden things. That's what it means. Anashayam means all this, any of this or all this. Basically, what I have said as anashayam, I found out the meaning for anashayam, that's why I'm giving you. Without stored impressions, free from karmic vehicles, without deposits of past influences, and without latency. Latent, it comes from latent. In physics, we have studied latent heat of ice and things like that. Latent means hidden. Latent talent, we say, hidden talent, right? So all this anashayam is actually all the cross currents of the mind going hither and thither. So for it to quieten, to stop the birth of all these cross currents, jam is that birth. To stop the birth of these activations, what we have to do is be in a state of dhyana. Clear? Okay. Sutra number 7. Karma. Okay, let me scroll this a bit. Karma ashukla akrishnam yoginah trividam itaresham. What a lovely sutra. Each one. Trividam. Trividam. Vidam we know in Tamil, right? Uma, what is the meaning of Vidam in Tamil? விதவிதமா பண்றா சாப்பாடு.
Variety.
Different.
Different.
Number of things, right? Trividam means three types. மூணு விதம். மூணு விதமான. Trividam means three types. Three types. It says three types. So we will see what those three types are. We'll go back to the first. We'll go to the first part of the sutra. Karma, Ashukla, Akrishnam, Yogina. Yogina means yogis. People who are in yoga. What is the meaning of yoga?
Leading a life.
People who are without activation.
Yoga. Yeah. Somebody said activation. What is that? Who said that?
People who have no activations, who have controlled their activation.
I mean, yoga means union with the divine.
Union with.
Okay, union with the divine.
So basically, if you have to have union with the divine, the activations have to stop. So from there, you can go behind. Union with the divine. Union with the divine happens because activations have stopped. Why did activation stop? So I keep repeating this again and again because it has to get into you.
Because we stop reacting.
Because we stop reacting.
React.
Why? No. Activations cause reaction, right? So I'm saying we stopped active. I skipped that activations part. So what I'm saying is, if we are from the union with the divine came because we stopped reacting. Why did we react? We reacted because of activations. And activation stopped because of what? What is the cause for activation?
Kleshas.
What? No, it should not be kleshas. No, it should be kleshas. You have to make a statement, not a question. We are in 4th chapter. There cannot be doubts here on the fundamentals. You have to say kleshas. So kleshas are the trigger, right? So we can descend or we can ascend. Either way you go, you must have those steps very, very clear. Those steps must be clear. Okay. So yoginaha, yogis are people in yoga, in union with the divine. For them, karma, they see karma as ashukla, akrishnam. Shukla paksha. What is the meaning of shukla paksha, Meena? If you don't know, say don't know. Don't give a wrong answer.
Shukla Paksha is before Amavasya.
What do you mean before Amavasya?
The first 15 days.
What happens before Amavasya?
The moon weans away. The moon weans from Paurnami to Amavasya.
Is Shukla Paksha? Shukla means bright.
Bright. Oh, sorry. Amavasya to Paurnami.
Amavasya to Paurnami is
Shukla Paksha.
Those 2 weeks are called Shukla Paksham. Then what is Krishna Paksham?
Paurnami to
Amavasya. Because Krishna means
Krishna is black. Dark.
In some Krishna means black. Dark, black. All that is Krishna. Why was Lord Krishna called Krishna? No, not Meena. Uma, tell me.
Because he
Why was he not
black
the
in
Krishna?
color.
Huh? Yes.
because
He was not
he
blue
was
in
black
color.
in color.
Blue.
He was not blue in color. He was dead black, jet black. Because Indians cannot accept black, so they made him blue. See how stupid we are.
This
Okay.
this this fascination over the or not fascinated by the black color is way thousands of years back started.
Yes. No. It may not have started thousands of years back. It could have started thousands of years back, but it got pronounced as years rolled by. Yes, it started way back.
Because
Initially, they
Krishna
might
is
have,
because
No,
Krishna is
initially-
depicted as blue.
yeah, initially they might have done that. See, we even with Neela Megam we say, Kar Megam we say, right? So they might have done this to praise Krishna. Initially, they might have done that. But later on, this is what we did. We became racist. Okay. Anyway. So Shukla means bright. Or also Shukla means white, right?
White.
So Ashukla means not white. Not white. Krishna means black. Akrishna means not black.
Not black.
So what we are saying is Shukla karma. When we say karma as Shukla, we are calling white karma. What is white karma? White karma is something like this. So I do some charity work. I do some charity, and then let us say I feed 1,000 people, and at the end of it, they all come as they pass by. They say, "Thank you very much. We have a full stomach. The food was very nice. We are so happy, and we didn't have to pay anything. You have given it as a dharma. Thank you very much." That's what they will say as the people have eaten, and as they leave, you're standing outside and they're coming and thanking you and they're leaving. So you feel good, right? You feel good and satisfied. That's fine. But then as part of that feeling, then you pat yourself on the back and say, how good of me to do this, right? How very nice of me to do this. When you do this patting business, that is when you get the punya karma. You get this white karma, punya karma. So that is ashukla. Akrishna. That is Akrishna. So Shukla, I'm sorry, Shukla. Shukla is this white karma, where you pat yourself on the back. What is black karma? When you do something and then you regret. Let us say I yelled at Uma, or I said some harsh words. Then I feel bad. Then I get black karma, apunya karma. Okay. So both karmas are not good. Understand this very clearly. When upon death, if you have 100 white karma, also you have to come back. So the idea is not to acquire karma. Yes. You do dana, no problem. But don't keep patting yourself back. How wonderful I am. I have done this dharma. How that dana I did. I served food for so many people. You will get white karma. White karma means you have to come back again. Or you have to do tapas to burn it away. So you have to be aware at each and every moment of life. Same thing with doing something not so good and then regretting. Okay. So for yogis, ashukla, there is no white karma for them. They don't think of anything as white karma, ashukla. And they also don't think anything as black, bad, apunya, black karma. For them, they don't differentiate karma as black karma, white karma, nothing. You got this?
Hmm.
Then now go back to the last part. Trividam iteresham. Trividam. For all other, iteresham means for all other, mattavangalukku, for all others. People who are not in yoga, people who are not in connectivity with the divine, people who are not yogis, for them, that is iteration. For all the rest, for all the others, it is of three kinds. What is it? Black, white, and the in-between, gray. It is neither here nor there. It could be this or that. It's like my wife saying, she will say, when somebody calls, she will pick up the phone and then they'll say, may I speak to Lata Kumar? She'll say, oh, Lata Kumar has gone out. What do you want? She herself will say that. And then they'll say something, we want to sell some credit card or whatever. And then they'll say, who is this? She will say, oh, this is Lata Kumar's sister, and she'll put the phone down. Then I told her once, why are you saying this? Instead of right up front, tell them you are not interested. Then she said, Kumar, shut up. This is called a harmless lie. Okay? Harmless lie. It is not lies. It is harmless lie. So that is that gray karma I'm talking about.
Gray karma. Hmm.
Right? So is this clear? Karma ashukla akrishnam yoginaga. For yogis, they don't consider karma as black or white, nothing. Karma is karma, that's all for them. And for all others, it is of three kinds: black, white, and gray. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Let's move on to Sutra number 8. Tataha tat vipaka anugunanam eva abhivyaktihi vasananam. Okay. From that, from what? So you should always refer to the previous sutra when it says from that. What did you see in the previous sutra? We saw the karma is of three kinds.
Three kinds.
Three
Right?
kinds.
Black,
for
white, and
people
gray.
who are not yogis.
But not for you. We are not talking about yogis. We are talking about the rest of the people now.
Right.
Okay, for the rest of the people, from that, that's what he's saying. From that, the three types of karma. From that kind of karma, tat vipaka. So, vipaka means fruitioning. So from that, from what? From the karmas, from that fruitioning, right? That vipaka means from the fruitioning of that. From the fruitioning of what? From the fruitioning of the karmas. Anugunanam. From gunas are the vehicles that carries the energies. Okay, they are the carriers of energy. Gunas are it's actually the nature of energy flow in our nadis, in our body, and from there comes the continuation of energy flow. That is anugunanam. The energy starts flowing because of the gunas. The gunas are responsible for the flow of energy, which causes the actual reaction. takes a reaction to the final destination. Activations are happening and the gunas carry it to the final destination, either makes it as an anger or greed or jealousy or whatever. Okay. Finally, it has to be displayed, right? Either as a punch or as a slap or as taking a patram, taking a vessel and throwing it when there is anger, I'm saying. So these are the carriers of this, the energy carriers of the gunas, the anuguna now. Api is also, I mean, eva here is treated as also. Abhivyaktihi. Abhivyaktihi means expressions. Vasanana. So, how it expresses itself, with the help of the gunas, the fruitioning of the karmas is expressed through the flow of energy, which is the gunas, in conjunction with the vasanas. So vasanas are the leanings. So now let us let us understand what are vasanas. So we have karmas and we have vasanas. Both we have. So vasanas typically are, like I said, vasanas are called leanings. They are not karmic. Okay. But they do things in such a way it looks as if they are karma based. So vasanas come from two places for us, or for all of us. Vasanas come from two places. In the very first birth, when we are launched, do we have karma?
No.
No.
What do we
No.
have? What do we have?
Kleshas.
Kleshas.
Kleshas and
Activation.
Vrittis.
Vrittis.
yes, vrittis. Kleshas and vrittis are there, right? So
Right.
along with that, because we are being launched for a specific purpose, right? Why are we launched? There is a specific purpose, cosmic flow. There's a specific purpose why we are launched, why the soul is launched, why the chitta is launched, correct?
Yes.
So a purpose is put in us as a tiny program. That is called vasana. What is that vasana? That vasana is, let us say I have to be a potter. There will be a small program which will make me a potter. I'll do pots. If I have to be a carpenter, that vasana will be put in me. I'll do that. So those kinds of things, some kind of leaning, which is necessary for the cosmic flow of things. See, if everyone is born with the same vasana, then who will do the other work, right? In the world, who will lay the road? Who will do the physical work? Who will do the mathematical calculations? Who will make spaceships? So you need to have various chittas doing various different things, correct?
Yes.
So everybody is launched with a particular leaning. So we get vasana there. So in the very first birth, we are born with a vasana. And then a family is chosen where we are born, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So in that family and in the environment, let us say there's a lot of painters. Okay, there are a lot of painters, or there are a lot of musicians, and it is a music-oriented family. So, as part of living in that family, you imbibe those qualities of
Musician.
music, right? So this is the second leaning that you pick up because of your birth. Again, this is not, these are not karma related, these two vasanas are not karma related. And because of that, there are no reactions. You may do something, if a potter is there, he'll be singing and doing his spots. Or if he's seeing a painting, he will try to bring that sculptural thing into his pots. He may make nice design, beautiful design pots, vases, various clay objects he might make very beautifully with very artistic, in a very artistic way. You understand this, what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but vasanas also make you do certain things in life, right? In a particular way. So, karma is one way of making you do certain things in life. Vasana is another way. So, this is what it is saying. This gunas, through the flow of the gunas, it is making you to express the karmas and the vasanas together, is making you to express certain things. What is that expression? Abhivyaktihi. Abhivyaktihi, that is that the chitta is expressing itself. Right? Got it?
That's
Okay. Let me see what else I have, if I have written any notes on this. That's what I've written. I'm just going to read it. You can. Difference between vasanas and karma. Vasanas are orientation of one's nature. This orientation comes from two places that we saw. As part of the initial creation, we are launched with that, of initial creation of the program entity. That is when the chitta is launched, it is given a vasana. Something is put into that. What one should be doing for the cosmic flow is given. Who gives that? Who gives that vasana?
Prakriti.
Prakriti gives that. Very good. The second is based on what one does in life. Okay.
Second was.
Vasanas have no karma attached to it. So as karmas are fulfilling, the expression of the karmas happen in conjunction with how the vasanas are present. That's what it is. Okay, let's move on to the next sutra. Almost. Okay, we have another 5 minutes. Jati desha kala vyavahitanam api anantaryam smriti sankarayoho sankarayoho eka rupatvat. Sanskarayoho, sorry, not sanskarayoho, sanskarayoho eka rupatvat. So, this eka rupatvat, eka means one, ekam means one. As if one form or one identity. That's the meaning of that. Eka rupatvat means as if it is one form or one identity. You will see what that is. Jati, desha, kala. Jati we know, circumstances of birth, correct?
Yes.
Desha is place of birth. Kala is?
Time.
I mean, when you say time, you have to be very clearly say it is
Yeah.
the epoch.
Epoch.
The epoch in which you are born. It's not like we are not saying I was born at 6:41 a.m. on this particular day. It is the epoch in which you are born.
Year.
Period.
Year.
No, epoch is
No,
not year.
it's not the year.
No.
It's the
Epoch is much bigger than all that. I was born in, let us say, during Krishna's time. I was born during Rama's time.
Era.
I was born when all the
Yugam.
Nayanmars were. It's not even Yugam. It is smaller than Yugam.
small.
An era.
Kalam.
Era. Kala.
Kala is.
Kala.
She's asking for the meaning of Kala. Kala is not just 6:21 a.m. That is not. When we say time, it is an epoch. Maybe hundreds of years put together. Okay. I was born at a time when the Nayanmars were active, or I was born when Jesus Christ was on earth, or his disciples were all very powerful, whatever. Or I was born when the Britishers were ruling India, that kind of a thing. It's a bigger picture, bigger set. Time, but a much bigger set of time. Jati Desha Kala, we have seen. Vyavahitana means separated by. Separated by, Vyavahitana means separated by Jati, place, and Kala. Okay, you have to read it like that. Vyavahitanam Jati Desha Kala. Anantarya means unending. Unending or infinite. Okay, unending or infinite. Smriti. Smriti means memory. Sanskara yoga. See, this karmas, vasanas, and all others put together are called samskaras. Okay. Eka rupatvat. As if one form or one identity. That we already saw that. So, what all these things mean? All these things mean. So, what we are trying to say here is, according to the needs of time, that is jati. According to the needs of time, that is
Kala.
epoch. Yeah. As per the cosmic flow, the nature of birth, the place of birth, and time of birth are all separated. Right? So, this chitta, my first chitta, well, I don't know, maybe I came in 25,000 years back, or 30,000 years back, or 100,000 years back, I don't know. And then the next birth happened after how many years, I don't know. The next birth happened when it was needed, separated by time, correct? Separated by time, that's what we are saying. According to the needs of the time, as per the cosmic flow, the nature of birth, the place of birth, and times of birth are all separated. They are all separated based on all these needs. With me, people?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it appears as if there is unending memory of all the programs. Anytime I am reborn, there seems to be unending memory of all the programs, because I again go through life with all the karma kleshas, whatever that were from my past life, but of which I have no understanding. That's a different thing. It looks as if it is all flowing one after the other, one after the other, but everything is stored. The way we should look at it is, you can think of the soul as an identifier. Identity, Eka Rupatvat. That is the only Rupa for us. What is the only Rupa? Uma, what is the only Rupa? Rupatvat
the
means
soul.
identifier. What is our identifier? The soul is the only
soul.
identifier.
Only Atma.
The soul as the identifier is able to keep track of all the programs that have been accumulating within us. Okay, the initial birth programs, and after that, all the reactions that have come and the vasanas that have accumulated. That is when we say the karmas and vasanas, the samskaras, all of that are part of the soul, and it remembers all of them as if it is one entity. One soul. It is one soul that carries all that from thousands of births that we have taken. It is the same set of programs, and after birth, so many things get attached to it. It goes back, comes back, but it is the same thing, no different. What is changing is only the hardware that is changing. Whenever we are born with a new hardware, in a new body. With me?
Yes.
Yes.
One soul that carries all that, all of the different births, data, all that. And the birth that comes separated. And the birth, how does it come? It is separated by time, place, or all according to the needs of the cosmic flow. How, when we are born, is all decided by the cosmic flow. With me?
Yes, Kumar.
You understand that sutra?
Yes. Very nice,
Yes.
Kumar. Thank you.
Mhm.
So that is
Yes.
how the birth is taking place. So the soul, we have to very clearly understand this. The soul, that is the chitta, right? Soul is the chitta. Chitta is carrying all this information in it from birth to birth to birth to birth until you come to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, understand this, and then try to erase all that. The purpose of life is to erase all that. So we'll stop here in Sutra 9 and we'll continue with Sutra 10 next week. Okay.
Thank you.
7 o'clock. So namaste to all of you. I'll see you next
Namaste.
Sunday in the class, but Tuesday we have the tutorial. Namaste.
Namaste, Kumar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kumar.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Namaste.